What's up? How are you guys doing? It's your girl Kayleecrossfire, for those who may not know me, and for those who do know me, what up, Fire Gang? So if y'all came here to see this story time about how your girl done broke her ankle in 3 places, kind of need you to stay tuned, cause child,
all these players keep looking at me. I'm a real fine thing, big ego. Told them long time, ain't playing the rap. I'm a self-made mogul if you didn't know. Now that's a baddie alert. Now that's a baddie alert. If you're looking for someone to raise your bets on, you better go all in on a real one.
okay, so where do we start? This all occurred on February 5th, y'all. So I'm just, going about the day, minding my own business, right? I'm like, okay, I gotta go to the grocery store, you know what I'm saying? We had just had a real big winter storm here in Wisconsin, like a few days prior to that. So it was setting the stage. Y'all can kind of see where I'm going with this. So went grocery shopping, was putting things in my car. And you guys, I literally I'm so mad at the fact that I'm the type of person all my life, I'm not clumsy. I literally can catch myself, okay? I can catch myself if I were to ever fall, right? I fall, I can shake that off and be cool. Not this time. No, it was that tricky situation where it was a layer of ice with the little snow drizzled on top of it. So I had no clue it was ice under there. So I slipped, but I tried to catch my fall. Where y'all get to doing the look Kim, where you trying to catch it? Yeah, that was me. Did not happen. I did a deep squat, right? The moment I went down, my feet never went out in front of me. So if y'all could picture that, my feet were just planted, went into a deep squat, and it just twist. It just, and immediately I heard the pop, snap, crackle, whatever you want to call it. I heard it. And it was the most excruciating pain ever. I immediately jumped down. Well, I was already down. I immediately just grabbed my ankle. Like at this point, I'm kind of just like rolling side to side because I'm in that much pain. And it was so crazy because it was like, this lady, thank God, who happened to see me fall. And, she just kind of was like, oh my God, like, are you okay? Do you need help? Whole time, I'm just like,
help me, help me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't even talk to her. Like, baby, pain. Like, there was nothing. I couldn't say shit. But she pretty much got the picture. She came over. She was like, do you need help? Should I call medical attention? And I'm just like, you know what? Just please help me get up to my car. I wasn't far from home, from where I fell. Wasn't far from home. I was probably like 4 blocks away, y'all. So I'm just like, you know what? Just help me get to my car, okay? Help me get to my car, and I'ma just drive home. See, this whole time, y'all, though, like I didn't know that my ankle was in the situation that it was in. I just thought it was a bad sprain. I thought I was gonna be cool. Like, I'm just like, all right, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, got in the car and I actually drove home with my little broke ankle and all. I was able to drive home. So I get home and I immediately call a friend of mine, like, hey, I'm gonna need some help. Can you come get me? Can you take me to the emergency room? I wasn't trying to call no ambulance, none of that. I don't need no, we ain't doing that. Something, come take me, please. So my friend comes and she come and I'm still, obviously needing help. Like there was no way I was going to be able to get out of the car on my own. There was just no way. So my friend kind of just like helped me limp to the car. We get there. And by this time, like the pain had kind of like chilled out, right? Like it was so weird. I'm like, okay, I'm cracking jokes on the way, still kind of in pain, but still just, I'm cracking little jokes, whatever. I'm goofy any damn ways. So we get to the hospital, and seriously, at this whole point in time, like I'm not in any type of pain. Go back into the room where they do the initial assessment and everything like that. They take some x-rays and so on and so forth. By this time, they moved me into the, I guess, not waiting room, sorry, but you know, like the little individual room, you know, the patient room, I don't know. So I'm in the room, and then they come back with my results, you know, from my x-ray, you know, and I was a little swollen. I'll probably try to insert some photos when I was like kind of just like waiting. He came back and he's like, yeah, you have a fracture, you know. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, a fracture, that ain't bad, you know what I'm saying? It's not bad. A fracture is, it's broken, you know what I'm saying? But at the time, it didn't register. I ain't never had anything broke, fractured, or anything. So when he say fracture, I'm just like, okay, that's like equivalent to a sprain. It'll be okay. Like, no. So it's broke. And when he says this, like, yeah, it's broken. It's probably broken in about 2 different places. I immediately start crying. I burst into tears. I'm just like, it's broke? Like, what? I ain't never, like I said, y'all, I ain't never had nothing broke ever. So after I had this whole moment of crying, he was trying to just calm me down. Like, you know, shout out to the doctor, because he was really kind of just trying to calm me down. He was just like, look, although it's broken, it's not as bad as I've seen in here. Like, people have had bones come through their legs, and just kind of making me feel better. Like, it's not bad. You probably won't even need to have surgery for this. This would probably just be as easy as put it on a cast, but you know, you're going to have to follow up with the ortho something for the foot, okay? And I'm like, okay, cool, you know, they'll be giving me a call, you know, but at this time he released me. I get back home, you know, have my ride pick me up, I get back home, just waiting for them to call, you know what I'm saying? So whole time I'm just like, all right, you know, he said, you know, I'm only gonna need a little cast on there. It's a little cast situation. No. Next morning I get a call, and the call goes, yeah, hi, you know, according to the results, yeah, you're gonna need surgery. I'm like, what? But do I really? Like, I'm trying to have it processed, y'all, but I'm telling y'all, like, it was so traumatic for me to say that I'm going to need surgery. Like, I've never had any type of surgery procedures done on me ever in my life. Didn't know what to expect, but I did cry. I did burst into tears yet again, because it was just, you know, it was just one of those things where you just wasn't expecting. So I went through my tears and emotions. You know, had to wait to go see the ortho person. I'm gonna have to insert what the doctors call for the ankle, because I know I'm saying it wrong. But long story short, I go in and he pretty much tells me, like, yeah, you're gonna need some surgery. He showed me what's broken. He shows me what he has to do. He tells me about the different anesthesias, and that's a whole nother type of video about him telling me about the anesthesia and that whole process of where my mind was during that time. But let me know if y'all care to hear about the anesthesia process, being put under for the first time and all of that. Yeah, that's another video. But so he tells me, you know, about, you know, how it's broken and what's gonna need to be done. Okay, so I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna wrap my head around the fact that, hey, I'm an entertainer, I'm an artist, I need to get this fixed. So okay, so after the whole situation of him telling me about the anesthesias and everything like that, I'm like, might as well have a little fun with this situation. Like, the doctor was cool, got him to do a little video with me. Like, I inserted, we was doing like the June bug on my way to the hospital and stuff like that. I don't know, I feel like at this time, where my mind was mentally, I had to do something to kind of make myself, I guess, feel better. Because I was going through this whole roller coaster of different types of emotions. And you know, it's really traumatic, I guess, when you're such a busybody, when you're a person who's always constantly moving, and you're told that you have to sit down and you can't do for yourself, and you can't really go anywhere. You can't handle your business. It's a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to do crazy little videos and stuff to like make myself feel better. Probably will insert them somewhere. I don't know where they will be. So, all right, boom. He was like, yeah, My surgery days are Wednesdays and Fridays. By this time, I think I seen him on a Monday. So for him to tell me my surgery could have possibly been on that Wednesday, nah, bruh. I wasn't prepared for all of that. I'm like, hold on. You gotta warm me up for a second. Like, you can't just go right into, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, let's do the Friday. So we decided on the Friday. Y'all, the level of anxiety, okay, that came upon me knowing that the days were counting down to surgery day was real. You gonna go through some emotions. If you're somebody who's watching this, just wanting to know about what to expect, you know, for your surgery and how all that's gonna work, like seriously, I might put all that in a different video, but you're gonna go through a lot of different emotions. You're gonna be trying to get through it. You're gonna be scared. You're gonna be nervous. You're just gonna run through a lot of different emotions. So when Thursday came, I'm like, I wasn't ready. I'm sorry. I ain't have it in my soul. Like, I'm like, no, no. I rescheduled, okay? I needed more time. So I rescheduled to that following Friday. So the following Friday, then, it's the same thing. Like, the countdown is what I'm saying. The countdown to get there was extreme for me. So, okay, boom. Here comes Friday. Yeah, the level of what I felt was extreme. I had to be there super early. I think they wanted me to be there like at 6 in the morning. So I get there, like literally no one's there. My surgery was scheduled for 8. And it was like literally me waiting in the room to be seen. Not to be seen, to actually get the surgery. Me just waiting in the room was like an extreme thing for me. Like, I was so scared. Never had been put under before. Never had to deal with any of this. Scared, okay? So what I can say about the staff, they were all amazing. Y'all, they all made me feel so comfortable. They made me feel so just like, you know what I mean? Like, they kind of just like eased my struggles and my worries, you know? Plus, they gave me what they call anesthesia cocktail, honey. So that's the little situation that they give you to calm your nerves before they give you the actual anesthesia. Child, when I tell you, he told me when the anesthesiologist came in the room, when I was on my way down to, you know, go into the surgery room, he was like, well, I'm gonna give you this. You're gonna feel, you know, you're gonna feel like you had a couple drinks. He ain't lying, child. When he gave me that little solution or whatever next to that little IV situation, child, I was like, oh, well, let's get this surgery done. Like, I didn't care. I didn't care anymore. Like, there was no worries. Like, I didn't care. I wasn't thinking about it. So it was so funny too, because I don't know if the doctor or nurses probably put out a I don't know, they sound alarms on me or something, and what I'm really meaning is like they probably put out like the word to the other staff like, hey, she a little scared, like let's try to cheer her up. Because y'all, when I tell y'all they gave me the kindergarten special going down there into the actual surgery room, like they was jumping out like like I'm being wheeled down and they're like all happy dancing. I'm like, oh my god, y'all treating me like I'm 4. Like, they were just trying to calm me down. I was that nervous. So you guys, I get into there. The only thing I literally remember about that process was I got into the room. I was already feeling smooth because remember he gave me the little cocktail, and they were just talking to me like, hey, what do you do for a living? I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I do music. Next thing I know, y'all, I'm in the other room. Like, I'm in the other room waking up, my eyes open. I'm like, oh, I'm done. Like, I look down at my leg, see it all wrapped up and bandaged. And then I started to feel a little bit of discomfort, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, because obviously I just had surgery and they had to actually put, you know, a few screws and things into my legs and bolts and I guess whatever. I'll probably insert a picture of what they did to it and how it looks. So that's what they had to put in my leg because of the breaks that I had. And so they just gave me medication to make sure that I was comfortable, and I was out the same day. They send you home. They probably sit in the recovery room for like 3 hours or so. They make sure you cool. They make sure your pain's under control, which it was. I don't feel like they'd rush me out if I didn't feel like I was okay. Like, they genuinely made sure you were cool. They didn't just, hey, pump you out the door. No, they made sure I felt good. They made sure I wasn't under any type of, you know, pain or stress, you know. And then I went home. So I get home, pop them pills, honey, and I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm taking naps. I'm out of there. But, you know, now comes the long road of recovery. Now comes, well, I don't want to say the long road. I'm just going to say, you know, it's just going to take some time. And you just have to allow your body time to do what your body going to do. What I can say about me is I can tell that I'm a pretty fast healer. I'm not in any pain anymore. I actually just started to walk, you know, in my walking boot now. And I'm probably about 2 weeks out from my surgery. And so I feel like I'm moving pretty quickly. Everything's healing good. I just went and got a checkup recently. The incision is healing well. And actually on Monday, I'm going to be going to get these stitches taken out. But what I can say is I'm just taking it a day at a time and just trying to stay busy and stay positive and just let my body go through what my body needs to go through. Even like I say, even though I can tell I'm a fast healer, I'm just letting my body do too much. I don't want to push my body too much because I don't want to re-injure myself. You hear what I mean? And I don't want to not do enough because I want to, you know, start back using these muscles to get the strength into my my ankle and things like that. So you guys, that's my little story time about my little ankle situation. Sorry if it was all over the place, or sorry if I wasn't clear enough, but let me know if y'all want to hear more about, you know, everything that was going on with the whole anesthesia process, because that's a whole nother video that I can get into. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll do more of these soon.